Hello everybody, it's Michelle and I've got a really fun project for you guys today. This is a little take on my Snowman Bead Charm that I did a few years ago, and I'll link to that up in the corner if you guys haven't seen that, so you can go back and watch. And we're using large wooden beads, and you can use this just like a bead charm as well, but I'm going to be using it for a miniature tree ornament. We're going to create our snowman and also create a hat for him using our buttons there. So I like the combination of the beads and the buttons together. I'm going to be putting this together with 20 gauge copper wire, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut off a generous length of this. I've got about 10 inches here, and I'm going to fold that in half. And the reason I'm doing this instead of a head pin or something is I really need to go through evenly through these buttons at the top. So I want to come through with 2 wires and to have those connected at the bottom. So I'm going to feed through this snowflake button, and it's really important that you use one here with the loop on the back instead of holes, because that's sort of how I'm giving it that finished look. So he's got a snowflake base, and this will be up inside of the beads and we won't have to see that. I'm just going to give that a little bit of a twist and then straighten those back out. And I'm going to put my largest hole toward the bottom there in my wooden beads. And the wooden beads have a large hole anyway, but this way I know I can fit that up in there. And it just helps give us a finished look and hold on to the end of our beads. And now for our second bead. And I've just painted these white, but you can get white beads, whatever you've got on hand. So I just clip those ends a little bit. And I'm going to put on my first black button to be the brim of his hat. And this button is about 3/4 to 7/8 of an inch wide. And next we're going to use a red button, and that's going to be like the little band around his hat. And this one is more like about a 5/8 inch size, as are all the rest that we'll be stacking on top of there. So then that one just has 2 holes, so that works out okay. But it keeps everything nice and even, very uniform. I'm even going to try to put the domed side of this button down into the concave of the other one so that they're nice and flat against each other. Then the flat side toward the bottom here so that it domes up a little bit on the top. So there he's got a nice tall top hat. And then I'm just going to take one of these and bend it completely over. And I want to get the fattest part of my round nose pliers in that one. Wrap it around, and this is going to be my loop that I hang it by. I'm going to wrap that wire around about twice. Then I'm going to take the other wire and go around twice as well. Make sure you get it wrapped really tightly. And I'm just going to clip those wires. And then just take my chain nose pliers and make sure those ends are down. Okay, so he's looking pretty good so far. And I'm just going to make him a scarf out of yarn. I'm just going to take 2 strands, and I've got a sparkly red yarn. You can use whatever you want. I'm just going to tie both strands together. Into a knot. And let them hang off of one side. Just give that a trim. And if you need to, you can glue those down where they'll hang the right way. And I'm just going to draw him on a face with my Arteza paint markers. You can use glaze pens or paint markers, whatever you've got. And with the orange for a little carrot nose. And that's all there is to it. You can add a little ornament string at the top or some other little connector if you want to use it for a jewelry piece. It's completely up to you. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a like over on my Facebook page and be sure to join our Facebook group, Craftie Minds. Also follow me on Pinterest and Instagram, and don't forget to visit my blog. I'll have the links to everything in the description below, so be sure and check them out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.